One of the key tax changes affecting many business owners is the recent increase in national insurance contributions, which if you're a business owner who happens to have a business in the UK, then you will be aware that the rate of employers' national insurance contributions recently went up from approximately 13.8% to 15% in April. Now, given that national insurance contributions is one of the key expenses incurred by a lot of UK business owners, particularly for those who employ staff, I think it's going to be very important for you as a business owner to actually understand what national insurance is, what the different classes of national insurance contributions are, and also where and how you might be exempt from national insurance and who might possibly be able to apply for exemptions from national insurance contributions. So let's start by diving straight into what exactly national insurance is then. National insurance is a form of direct tax that is paid by both an employer and also by employees. And the amount of national insurance that you pay will ultimately depend on how much it is you earn, and also whether or not it is that you're in employment, i.e. full-time employment, or you are self-employed. So it's going to be important for you to understand what particular class of national insurance contribution you might fall into, and whether your current employment status actually even requires you to pay national insurance or not. And broadly speaking, there are 4 classes of national insurance contributions which might apply to you. Class 1 is paid by both employees and also employers. As an employee, your primary contribution of national insurance is typically taken out of your gross pay, okay, by a method called PAYE. So it is automatically deducted from your gross pay by your employer. And the amount of national insurance that is taken out of your gross pay will heavily depend on how much it is that you actually earn. Now, as part of Class 1 national insurance, your employer would also make what we call secondary contributions of national insurance on your behalf as well, and they would make those payments over to HMRC. So let's talk about Class 2 national insurance contributions. Class 2 national contributions is typically paid by those who are self-employed and earning a profit of at least £6,725 on an annual basis or more. Okay, now it's important to understand that Class 2 national insurance is actually something that you do not have to pay, but you can do if you want to, and that is the minimum profit threshold that you need to be earning through your self-employment for you to actually make the payment under Class 2 national insurance contributions. Now, this is typically for those who are in self-employment, and the way you would pay this Class 2 national insurance contributions is by means of you filing your self-assessment tax returns. Now, Class 3 national insurance contributions, also known as voluntary national insurance, is actually, as the name depicts, okay, it's a voluntary type of national insurance contribution, so you do not have to make contributions under this particular class of national insurance if you do not want to. However, if you're someone who might have gaps within your national insurance records and you want a way to top that up, then you could do this by making voluntary national insurance contributions. You might also want to do this, say, if you are a UK resident who might have been abroad for some time, and in that time you have not made any national insurance contributions and you're worried about the gaps in your national insurance records and how this might affect you when you reach the state pension age. You might consider actually making voluntary Class 3 contributions. For some people, they might also wish to make contributions under Class 3 because they were in unemployment for a while, or maybe their particular income that they're earning doesn't quite meet the threshold for them to be able to make contributions under class 1, then they might decide that they will make voluntary class 3 national insurance contributions as well. Okay, and the main reason a lot of people will tend to make additional contributions or contributions in general under class 3 is because they're doing so that they are not missing out on any potential state pension benefits or indeed any state benefits as they get older or when indeed they reach the state pension age. So it's going to be important that you are aware of the reasons as to why you might want to make contributions in this particular class of national insurance. Now that takes us to class 4 national insurance. Now class 4 is similar to class 2, okay, in that it is paid by those who are in self-employment. So if you own a limited company, for instance, but you're a director and you take out money from that company, then you might be looking at taking class 4 national insurance contributions. Now, the profit threshold for you to make contributions under class 4 is currently £12,570 per year. And the way you make the payment of class 4 is typically also going to be through your self-assessment tax return. Now, your accountant might be able to guide you on this, but this is typically the way we do it for our clients. So how do you pay national insurance contributions then? Well, if you're in employment, then you don't actually have to take any particular action because your employer will have actually deducted your national insurance contributions from your gross pay before paying it to you. Okay, so before paying your net income over to you, whether that's on a weekly basis or that's on a monthly basis. Now, if you're in self-employment, then typically you would need to pay your national insurance contributions by way of filing your self-assessment tax return. Now, if we're thinking about those who might potentially be exempt from making national insurance contributions, then broadly there are 3 categories of people who this might apply to. One is for those who are outside of the UK, okay? For those who do not reside in the UK, they will typically be exempt from paying national insurance contributions. Now, if you're also a self-employed person who has a profit figure of less than £12,570 per year, then you also do not have to pay national insurance contributions. And finally, if you're someone who has reached the state pension age or is above the state pension age, then you would also not be expected to make any national insurance contributions. Now, hopefully this video has given you an insight into what exactly national insurance is, the different categories and classes of national insurance contributions, and also potentially what area or what class of national insurance you might fall into, so that you can make sure that you are prepared as part of running your business. Now, if you need any additional help, whether in terms of filing your self-assessment tax return or indeed you would like to get in touch with us on how we can help you in your business, then do make sure you use the links in the description box below to contact us for more information. Thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't already done so, please do like this video. Make sure to share this video with a fellow business owner who might benefit from this.